Hi there, I'm Geoffrey Robson, Interim Artistic Director of your Arkansas Symphony Orchestra, and I'm here this morning down at the Robson Center Music Hall in downtown Little Rock to talk to you about our 21-22 season, which we are announcing this week, and I'm about to tell you some of the details. Our Stella Boyle Smith Masterworks series for 2021 will open in the first weekend of October. It will feature an eclectic program, an exciting young virtuosic cello player, and an accomplished young guest conductor. The program will open with Pulitzer Prize-winning composer John Adams' work, The Chairman Dances, which he calls outtakes from his opera, Nixon in China. Following the Adams, we will feature brilliant young cellist, Brazilian Gabriel Martins, playing Robert Schumann's great romantic cello concerto. Martins was the 2020 winner of the Sphinx competition, as well as recent grand prize winner of the Concert Artists Guild's Young Artist competition. These are prestigious awards for young soloists, and Martins has a bright future. We're thrilled to welcome him to Little Rock. After the intermission will be the Baroque-inspired piano piece turned orchestral masterpiece, Ravel's La Tombeau de Couperin. And following that, the program will close with one of the great crowd pleasers of all time, Igor Stravinsky's Suite from the Firebird. This program will be conducted by Stephen Mulligan, who currently serves as the associate conductor of the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. The Masterworks series will resume in November with the return of Beethoven in Blue Jeans. One of Beethoven's great overtures will open the program, the Coriolan Overture. This will be followed by a performance of Rachmaninoff's fourth piano concerto by Conrad Tao, a virtuoso pianist and composer who has won an Avery Fisher Career Grant and has appeared with many of the world's great orchestras. The program will close with one of my favorites, Brahms' Symphony No. 2 in D major. This program will be conducted by Roderick Cox, who has recently served as associate conductor of the Minnesota Orchestra and is currently enjoying guest conducting appearances with many orchestras around the globe. Kicking off calendar year 2022 will be a Masterworks program that features some of the great Russian composers of the 19th and 20th century. It will open with perhaps the most famous work by Alexander Borodin, his Polovetzian dances from his opera Prince Igor. Following that will be Dmitri Shostakovich, the great 20th century Soviet composer, shortest symphony, his Symphony No. 9. Delightful work that you'll be sure to enjoy. And the program will actually close with one of the relatively few great romantic solo concertos that can close a program. It's that electrifying. Played by American violinist Shannon Lee, you will hear Tchaikovsky's Violin Concerto return to the stage at the Robson Center. This program will be conducted by Andrew Crust, who is currently the assistant conductor at the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra and music director of the Lima Symphony Orchestra. I will be delighted to conduct our February Masterworks concert, which will open with a work by Florence Price, the Little Rock native composer whose work has been finally getting the long overdue recognition that it deserves. Ethiopia's Shadow in America, written in 1932, will be performed on the stage at the Robson Center for the first time. That will be followed by a violin concerto by one of Florence Price's contemporaries, the well-known American composer Samuel Barber. It is one of the signature works to be performed by multiple Grammy Award-winning violinist Gil Shaham, who we are absolutely thrilled to welcome to Little Rock. The program will conclude with one of the great orchestral showpiece symphonies of the 19th century, Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 5. In April, we will welcome to Little Rock not only a guest artist soloist and a guest conductor, but a composer whose work we will be playing the world premiere. Cuban-American composer Tanya Leon will be here to hear your Arkansas Symphony Orchestra perform her work for the very first time. Following that will be a performance of Mozart's Piano Concerto No. 21, played by guest artist Martina Filiak, who has toured the world and received rave reviews for her energetic and passionate piano playing. The program will then conclude with a beautiful tone poem by the great Romantic composer Richard Strauss. Death and Transfiguration depicts an artist contemplating a long life lived and the hope for an ascendance into heaven. This program will be conducted by Akiko Fujimoto, who currently serves as the music director of the Mid-Texas Symphony. The Masterworks season will conclude in May with a program of American and American-inspired works. It will open with a performance of Ozark Traveler by Jeremy Crosmer. Crosmer is an Arkansas native. He's a wonderful cellist who currently performs with the Detroit Symphony Orchestra and a former composer in residence with the Grand Rapids Symphony, where he wrote this Arkansas-inspired piece, Ozark Traveler. This will be the first time that his compositions are featured on the stage of the Robson Center, although he has performed with the Arkansas Symphony before and is in fact a graduate of our youth programs as well. Following Ozark Traveler, we will welcome to Little Rock wonderful violinist Tessa Lark, playing a piece that was written for her by American composer Michael Torkey. The Sky Concerto incorporates musical elements of Americana with folk roots and will be a highly enjoyable experience for all of us. And then the program will conclude with Antonin Dvorak's Symphony No. 9 from the New World. This program will be conducted by Matthew Kramer, who is currently the music director of the Indianapolis Chamber Orchestra. We are equally as excited to finally bring back our Axiom Pops series. This series features your Arkansas Symphony Orchestra playing a wide variety of symphonic styles. The series will open in December with the Chris Allen Holiday Spectacular. Could not be more excited to bring our holiday spectacular back, featuring American Idol winner Chris Allen for the first time. The series continues in the new year with a tribute to Aretha Franklin. This is a show that has been rescheduled a couple times, and I'm so happy that we're finally going to present it. It will feature Capathia Jenkins, as well as Ryan Shaw, and an array of local Arkansas vocal talents. Continuing into the spring, we will present Fascinating Gershwin, which will highlight the incredible work that George Gershwin contributed to the American Songbook, as well as classical repertory. It will feature pianist Joseph Joubert performing his iconic Rhapsody in Blue, as well as Tony Award-winning vocalists performing some of Gershwin's vocal music with your Arkansas Symphony Orchestra. And of course, the pop season will conclude in spectacular fashion with the return of Cirque de la Symphonie. This will feature an eye-popping array of aerial acts, strongmen, trapeze performances, just like you would see perhaps at the Moscow Circus, but performed right here in the Robson Center with live accompaniment from your Arkansas Symphony Orchestra. You will not want to miss this performance or any of the other Pops performances next season. Stay connected to us on social media and through our website, arkansasymphony.org, for more updates. Also for information about our popular chamber music series, the River Rhapsodies Chamber Music Series. And we cannot wait to see you back here at the Robson Center in the fall.